So, dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. Be comfortable yourself and relax your body. So, once we get connected with our other students, we're ready to start the session for today. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. And gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we are trying to share some basic informations with you to develop a very clear, strong foundation with your spiritual practice. So when it comes to meditation, nowadays, there are many kind of informations we can find. But still you have to remember, in this meditation technique, especially we practice here, we have a different purpose. Rather than maintaining our life as usual with our day-to-day activities. So the very purpose of this meditation is uplifting your awareness and bring the change to yourself, and through that change, developing your spiritual practice. So for that, basically, we practice two kinds of meditation technique, which we call samatha and vipassana. So the samatha meditation means tranquility meditation. It helps us to calm down, relax our mind, and keep your mind in one point And at the same time, it will help you to recognize and see things as it is. Why? Because most of time we don't see things as they are. We mostly see things the way we want. And according to our mental formations, according to our thoughts, according to our memory, according to our emotions, according to our desires, we are trying to see things the way we want. And then what happens when we perceive the wrong information? That means when we create the wrong information related to our perception, and then by the time what happens, so we are, by the time what happens, we manipulate our reactions, and then the result also itself going to become different. So then it is very important, once you see things as it is, your reactions going to become clear. So that is one thing. Another one is the vipassana level of meditation. Developing understanding to see deeply, thoroughly, without becoming biased to any kind of methods, thought, pattern, and see how things come to be as they are. So in the tranquility state, we see things as it is. In the vipassana level, we recognize how things come to be as they are. So these two meditation methods will help us to deeply understand the very foundation of our life. So when it comes to meditation practice, it is a process. It is a journey. It is not just overnight. You can't get overnight result for some people. And you need to develop this little by little, bring the mental clarity to yourself, bring the awareness to yourself. So for that, there are basic things you have to practice. And as you know, the carpenter has a toolbox. So mechanic has a toolbox. And when you travel, you have a travel bag. And if you go to gym, you have a gym bag. So in this bag, there are little things. If the time is necessary, according to the necessary situation, that whatever the tools available for you. And then you take it and do whatever you have to do. So like that in meditation, there is a certain things that you always have to keep close to you related to meditation. Not just as ordinary things. As example, just imagine, sometimes when you want to see the doctor, or maybe if you're going to do an operation, surgery, sometimes before that, you stay away from food or certain things. You are fasting. Why? Because I have a blood test, sometimes people say. Oh, I don't do this. Why? Because I have an operation within another period. So like that. So you become disciplined according to certain situation. So like that, when it comes to meditation, especially for meditation, you have to maintain, you have to manage your life, putting attention to it. So there are a few things for that. So one of the thing is being disciplined, developing self-discipline, especially related to your meditation practice. Of course, we all are somehow in a certain way practice certain disciplinary code. But here, you become disciplined for your meditation practice. You can observe 5 precepts, 8 precepts, 10 precepts. So somehow, at the same time, you always manage it knowingly because you practice meditation. So then when you sit for meditation, it will help you to have certain confidence. So then first thing is, as in your meditation toolbox, remember, you have to develop some kind of discipline especially related to your meditation practice. You don't do it because you practice meditation. You want to develop your spiritual practice. So that is one thing. Another one is another tool that you always have to have that related to whatever the meditation that you practice, you have to develop the knowledge, which we call Shrutame Jnana. Shruta has different meanings, but here Shrutame Jnana means you have some kind of open mind and you learn about it. You try to study about your meditation practice. Not just once a while you sit and close your eyes and do things. No. As example, if you practice tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation, you learn about it. You read about it. Another thing is, it doesn't matter you learn. Remember, when you start to practice meditation, you have to let go that. But that learning part will give you confidence when you sit for meditation. But when you sit for meditation, always you have to remember, you have to sit with the beginner's mind. You don't sit with whatever the studies that you used to do with regarding meditation. So the second part, having open mind and developing your knowledge and read about it, study about it, and know about the meditation that you practice. That is the second tool that you need. So the third one is having a conversation. So that is very necessary. You have to have a conversation related to your meditation practice with someone who ever practice meditation. If you have a community of Sangha, that is very good. And if you have in-person class, that is very good. Why? Because then sometimes that whatever the difficulties arise, and you can be clear about it. Another thing is, sometimes some people can't explain their difficulties. But if someone else asks a question related to meditation, maybe you also go through that difficulty, then it will help for you to get the answer. And maybe today you're okay with your practice, but maybe in the future, some kind of difficulties can arise. So then if you know, if there are some other people had that kind of difficulties, and if you heard what kind of answer, and that will help for you to be very clear in that situation. So like that, having a conversation within the community of that your Sangha, in your group, and listening to others will help you to improve yourself, and it give a confidence and clarity yourself to practice. So that's the third. And when it comes to that third quality, always you have to remember, sometimes some people addicted to just to have conversation. They're having a chat. They keep talking, no practice. But that's not going to work for you. So here Q&A is related to your practice. Another thing is there are some people, you have to be very careful. There are some people, maybe they ask about something, it may not going to relate it to you. So then you have to drop it. If there is something valuable to you, then you have to take that. So like that, when it comes to conversation, there are some kind of principles that you have to follow in that category. So that is the third tool that you should have. So first one, discipline, especially related to meditation. And the second one is you learn about your meditation practice, especially the technique that you practice. And the third one is having a conversation. The fourth one is developing tranquility state. So that is very necessary. Why? Because as ordinary people, we are interfere with many things in day-to-day life. Our mind always go here and there. I know that you can't just 24 hours keep practice meditation. You have to work, you have to do other things, you have to interfere with other people, situations. So the mind always go here and there. And at the same time, now we are living in this information world. We watch TV, computer, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So there are many things we keep watching. And then after you keep watching those things, and when you close your eyes, that everything your mind start to vomit, repeat that all that whatever you watch, you heard. So then it's kind of like your mind go like a roller coaster. So that's why it is very necessary, important for you to develop a tranquility state. Practice tranquility meditation. Because that will help you to withdraw from that difficulties or the busy mind and have some kind of calmness. So then remember, it is a necessary part when it comes to meditation. It is not only just the wisdom. So then tranquility meditation, by practicing, you have to develop it, not by thinking about it. What you think doesn't work. And the fifth one is the vipassana level of meditation. That is the fifth tool that you have to have. Because tranquility meditation has certain limitations. Tranquility meditation will not going to help you to attain to the nibbana or the liberation. It may help you to get into high mental powers, but it will never lead you to attain nibbana. It never going to take you to understand the ultimate truth. It will help you to see things as it is. It never help you to get out of the situation. So the way to get out of the situation, or the way to end the samsara, or the way to attain to the nibbana, practicing vipassana. So then you have to develop your mind rather than settling down with your tranquility state of mind. Deeply, thoroughly observe your perception knowingly, form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition, and how it come to be as it is, how your experience happens. Deeply understand the change. Deeply see the cause and effect, and get out of this self-centered mind and see things exactly how it come to be as it is. So that is where you see cause and conditions. That is where you can recognize things happen because of many reasons. So that understanding will help you to recognize the very foundation of this all, which is we call change. So once you experience change, once you see the change, that you understand, you are not going to apply it to this outer, it is more deeply applied to your inside world. That's mean your mind. That everything you experience, everything come to you as a result of change. So especially your mind ungraspable, it doesn't have a form, it doesn't have a color, it doesn't have a structure, but still your mind is the forerunner. Still your mind is the chief. The mind is like a ghost. The mind arises as a result of form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition, this all. It's very subtle. But still, it is the main part of this all. This everything around us appear to be like this because of the mind. But still, look, this everything we can see, this cup I can see, it is a material, we can see it, we can touch it. But the mind is the one who creates this mind, but the mind is invisible. Like this, everything brought to you as a result of your mind, but still the mind is invisible. So then you have to be sharp and clear, rather than settling down with this physical material world. Go beyond that and see this unseen mind. Your mind is like Mickey Mouse. See the Mickey Mouse, everybody know Mickey Mouse. All the children to elders, all over the world, everybody like Mickey Mouse. A lot of people love that. But look, there is no such a real animal called Mickey Mouse. It is an illusion. It's a mirage. So our mind creates things like that. There's no such a thing that going to be concrete, unchangeable, solid, and going to take responsibility as this or that. But it's still the mind hold this all. So then always remember, understanding this Mickey Mouse mind, understanding this ghost is not easy. Why? Because we used to go through these physical material things. We used to be limited to words. We used to be limited to colors and pictures. We used to be limited to comparison. Because of that whatever we experience become very limited. But your mind not belong to comparison. Your mind is not belong to limits. Your mind is not belong to colors. Your mind is not belong to words. It's appear and disappear. So then, when you practice meditation, what happened? Especially when it goes through the vipassana level, you deeply understand this. And once you understand that, you become free from your own mind. Remember, the freedom is not within this outside world. The outside world itself free. This everything arises from the emptiness. See the sky, see the clouds, see the The rainbow, see this everything. This everything arises from the emptiness. Look at this everything, that whatever around us, this everything appear through the emptiness. It itself become free. You don't need to make it free. But the thing is, you have to be free from your own mind. That is the challenge. But most of time, we don't see that. We look into outside and we are focusing to outside and always try to see how we can be from outside. Outside freedom is a gift. It's always there. But this inner freedom depends on wisdom. So that's why Vipassana level of understanding will give that deeper wisdom for you to be free from your own mind. Be free from this Mickey Mouse. Be free from this ghost. So it is up to you. You can be with it. Or you can deal with it. You can understand it. And you can be wise to handle it. We're going to observe our inhalation, exhalation in front of our nose and upper lip area. So always remember the technique. So tranquility state, how to practice tranquility meditation. So 5 tools that you have to have in your toolbox, meditation toolbox. Let's say like that. Like traveling bag, gym bag, toolbox, meditation toolbox. Always remember, have 5 things. One is discipline, related to meditation. Second one is accumulating knowledge through many ways, having a beginner's mind. Always uplift your wisdom related to your meditation practice. Third one, have a proper conversation related to your meditation. The fourth one, develop the tranquility state. Whenever you have opportunity, time, always you do that. The fifth one, getting to deeper level of Vipassana practice. So if you have this toolbox with you, then you work with that. And whenever the situation comes, whenever the time comes, you use one tool. Maybe you become disciplined. Maybe you study about it. Maybe you have a conversation. Maybe you practice meditation, tranquility state. Maybe you go deeper into Vipassana level. And these all 5 things you don't need to use at once. But mostly what happened, we don't have any discipline related to meditation practice. Sometimes we do whatever we want, and then end of the day, we try to calm our mind. It's not going to happen. All the disturb happens because of out of your bodily, verbal, mentally actions. No any other magic. So then that's why the discipline give a foundation and the knowledge give a structure and the conversation build around it and the tranquility state give the solid, unmovable posture to you. And through the Vipassana, it gives you the wisdom to understand this all. So when you observe in front of your nose and upper lip area, always remember the breathing happens as a result of your bodily action. So don't interfere with it. Don't try to do anything. Don't try to exercise with your breathing. Don't try to manipulate it. Don't try to hold it. Don't try to control it. Just allow your inhalation, exhalations happens as it is. Sometimes when you start to observe, your mind try to interfere, but that is where you have to be aware. Withdraw your mind from it and allow your inhalation, exhalation to happen as it is. Don't touch it. Like when you go to a museum, piece of art, you may keep watching from far away. You can watch it from different angle, but you are not allowed to touch it. You are not allowed to change it. You are not allowed to manipulate that. So same like you observe inhalation, exhalation without interfering, without touching it or without changing. Just allow it to happen as it is. And then as a first step, when the inhalation, exhalation happens, so don't try to do anything related to inhalation, exhalation. Allow it to happen naturally as it is. And when it happens, the very first thing, recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. Simply just practice it. When it happens, inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. You recognize it. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and settle down. And you don't need to put too much awareness towards this point. Then you get tired. And sometimes some people's head move forward and all the body weight come forward. Don't do that. Be centered with your awareness. You don't need to just kind of like put the attention to watch. Because when you put the attention to watch, what happened? Even though your eyes close, this all the energy start to move towards this place. Normally, when you drive, you don't look here and there. The reason is where your eyes go, your hand follow that. Your energy follow your eyes. So if you look here and there, you're knowingly or unknowingly, maybe you drive towards that. So that's why you keep straight, look straight. So like that, always remember wherever your attention, your energy start to flow towards that. So then when you be aware about the breathing, you don't put too much attention towards the nose. If you do that, what happens? You get tired. And some people, sometimes you get a headache, neck pain. Or by the time the meditation become kind of like a suffering, a struggle. And then maybe by the time you give up it. Why? Because there is no comfort. But the posture, getting to posture is the important. So when it comes to that, always remember, you keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and you close your eyes, and you be aware about in front of your nose and upper lip area, and let whole your body to settle down as it is. So then your energy start to balance itself and it gives the physical comfort. So that physical comfort is very necessary to go into mental comfort. Remember that. With the physical difficulties, you can't go into mental comfort because the mind all over your body. So remember that principle. So don't struggle. Meditation is not a punishment. So the meditation is not a kind of like a military exercise. Practicing meditation is not a kind of like a playing wrestling. Practicing meditation is not a kind of like you are fighting with the enemy. You are just trying to understand you. You are trying to observe and see the very natural process of your own body and mind. So then, the very first principle you have to follow with your body, just allow it to be as it is and be aware about the breathing. If the mind go here and there, you bring it back and be aware. Recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. And once it become more familiar, once the inhalation, exhalation become very clear, then you go to the next step. You become more aware about it. How you do that? You recognize the beginning, the middle, end of the inhalation or exhalation. You follow entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation without manipulating, without pushing, without holding, without grasping, without clinging, without doing anything, without interfering to the natural process of inhalation, exhalation. You allow it to happen. Like when you watch the waterfall, the water come down, you are not interfering with it, you just keep watching it. So same like when the inhalation happens, you just recognize the beginning, the middle, end of the inhalation. And when the exhalation happens, you recognize the beginning, the middle, end of the exhalation. You follow entire continuation. And when you observe that way what happened, you can see. You are not doing, you can see some inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. So kind of like that, each and every inhalation, exhalation, very unique. It has its own character. Just recognize it. And by the time what happened, your body, mind, the breathing start to work as one. The ways your body follow breathing and the mind follow body and the breathing follow body and mind. These all three things interconnected. So once the body settle down, it helps mind to settle down and the breathing become calm. When the breathing become calm, body settle down, the mind settle down. When the mind settle down, body settle down, breathing settle down. So in a certain level, what happened? Your body, mind, breathing start to work as one. In that very level, you feel more comfort and you don't feel any more kind of like the heaviness, tiredness, the busyness of mind. So at least try to practice to that level. That is one of the tranquility state that you can achieve. So once you come to that, from that level, try to observe the change. Observe the change mean whatever come to you. For your mind, if there any idea come, if for your ears any sound come, for your nose any smell come, for your body any sensation come. Don't try to analyze it through information or through pictures or through names. Just see the change. So whatever come to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, the perception, what you perceive, don't try to understand it through the names or forms. Don't put identity, don't put label. As example, you may hear the sound of the bell, but you're not going to recognize it as a bell sound. You recognize it, the change. So change everywhere, change inherent in everything. Even this sound that come to you, if you take out the meaning, the sound itself change. But your mind hold it to the meaning. So that is where the words need for you. Otherwise, it's just a sound. It disappears. So like that, whatever arises, it arises and it arises from the emptiness and it go through the change and become something else. Arise with the change, go through the emptiness and becoming something else. So that's the process. So observe that deeply within your own body and mind and within your own inner experience. Don't personalize it. In that way, you will see this all belong to change. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck get straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. And bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopat Veva or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. Do nothing extra. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please, and find the sensation in front of your nose and upper lip area. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happens naturally as it is. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, the stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata ca ammehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Patipattiya Buddhang Pujemi Dhammang Pujemi Sanghang Pujemi Attaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadi Maranam Ha Paribunjisami Idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.